The power that lost salvation. Imagine holding the highest religious authority in the land, yet losing what truly matters, salvation. Caiaphas, the high priest, experienced one of the greatest spiritual tragedies in biblical history. He witnessed miracles, heard about the Messiah, but chose earthly power over divine truth. Today, we explore the story of Caiaphas, the man who, out of fear and thirst for power, forfeited his salvation. We will understand how his decisions impacted his life and what we can learn from them. Stay with us until the end to reflect on the path Caiaphas did not choose and how this can resonate in our daily decisions. Caiaphas was the high priest in Jerusalem, a figure of immense political and religious power. He led the Sanhedrin, the supreme council of the Jews, and enjoyed the respect of his community. But at the same time, he lived in fear of losing that power. And doesn't the same happen to us? Often, the fear of losing what we have makes us lose what really matters. When Jesus began to gain prominence, Caiaphas saw this as a threat. He knew that Jesus' words could weaken his authority. For him, Jesus represented the risk of a revolution that could destroy his control. How do we react when something challenges our beliefs and positions? Do we, like Caiaphas, choose to protect our status at all costs? Fear and insecurity led Caiaphas to convene a meeting with other leaders to make a radical decision: to hand Jesus over to death. He believed that by getting rid of Jesus, he would protect the people and his position. How many times do we justify wrong decisions, believing that it is for the common good? This was the trap Caiaphas fell into. Caiaphas did not understand that by trying to preserve his power, he was actually giving up salvation. The truth was before him, but he rejected it for fear of losing what he had. This is the danger of power. It blinds us to what is eternal and binds us to what is temporary. During the trial, Caiaphas played a central role. He pushed for a quick conviction, but his greatest tragedy was that even then he had a choice: to hear the voice of truth or to condemn the innocent. He chose the path of fear. And what about us? What decisions do we make when confronted with the truth? Do we choose the comfort of power or the courage of truth? In the end, Caiaphas was left with only emptiness. He retained his power, but lost the chance of salvation and the opportunity to live the truth that could have changed his life. Fear of the future prevents us from seeing eternity. And like Caiaphas, we often cling to the temporary, missing the true treasure. Now let's reflect. What forces in our lives do we place above truth? What are we willing to sacrifice for the sake of security and comfort? Like Caiaphas, we may be on the verge of making an important decision. This story forces us to question our own choices. Faced with the truth, are we willing to follow it even if it costs us something? Or do we choose the easier path like Caiaphas? Power without truth is empty, and without truth, there is no salvation. Thank you for watching this video. If this story has resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next videos. And leave a comment. What important decision are you making today? Together, we can learn to seek the truth. See you soon, and remember, true strength comes from truth, not fear.